Hello and welcome to our channel, Loving Handcrafts by BMW. This is Brenda. So I'm here today going to bring another project. It's kind of off the fly, just some pieces that I had, and this is a mix of things. So this is a sticker from the Dollar Tree, making a card. It's just something I like to do, and I needed to make more birthday cards. So this was a sticker from Dollar Tree, and then I went to my Dollar Tree and I got this as well, which made me think, I have some balloon dies. So I got some balloon dies from scrapbook.com, and what can I do with the combination of these stickers and then this for my banner for my happy birthday card. And I also have been doing some backgrounds, so I'll bring that in. So this is an inspiration piece. So this is my card base. So ultimately I'm going to be making a 5.5 5x7 card. So I already have the card base pre-cut. So it's a good idea, like when I want to make cards, and or let's say I'm not inspired to do anything, so I'll be at the house just on the weekend or so, and I'll just make a card bases, and then I'll make mats as well, and then I just do that, and 5, 6, 7, 10 of them, and I'll have them at the ready whenever I feel like I need to whip out a card or make a card. So it's just easier, a little pro tip. So then I have some backgrounds that I made that I've been playing with what I had in my stash last couple of weeks. So I just had some ink sprays. So I've been making and been very inky all these colors with these ink sprays. And I'm going to demonstrate one really quickly because it can get inky. Your hands are get inky. Ink can get everywhere. But I'm going to show you just real quick how I made one of these. And just so you know, the medium that I used was some, this. Make sure that comes back in focus. This is some photo paper. So it's glossy photo paper, and I got it on Amazon, and it's the Cola brand, and I have it in 4x6, and then I also got it in 5x7. So basically, if you wanted to do any printing your own photos, this comes in handy too. It has dual purpose. So that was pretty clever. Now, I can't claim to have invented this, or I was inspired by watching YouTube. So the idea being is, for my card, is I'm going to take my mat. So I had these by Spellbinders, the 5x7 mat, and the A and the B. I'm not sure if I missed them. I'm not sure what's going on with that one. So I have these, so I'm going to cut this down. I think I'm going to use this one as my background. And I don't know. I've never done it, so I don't know how it's going to come out. If I don't like it, oh well, you can always do it again. But I'm going to cut this down to put inside the black. So it'll have a white base, a black mat, and then this on top. And then I'm going to use my balloon dies and cut out some balloons for the background and use some stickers. Now that's all in my head. I'm not sure when I go to execute it how it's going to turn out, but it's all in my head right now. I have a vision, so I'm just trusting the process. So let me do a couple of things. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to show you the ink sprays and show you the technique I used, and I will have it linked either in the description or on the card of where I learned this technique. So if you wanted to explore it or just go see the original creator of this or the inspiration for this, then you can go check it out for yourself. I always like to support content creators that I am inspired by, because it's important. So if you like to take this crafting journey with me, stand by. And I do appreciate the time that you've are with me today, because you could have been doing something else, or just enjoying me on my crafting journey. And I'll be right back while I set everything else up. So I am back. I've got everything prepped. I had to do a little prep work off camera. So these are the sprays that I'm using. Let's see if I can get this back in focus. Come on. Let's see if I can get it to... Okay, so yeah. So these are the sprays that I'm using. These are Dylusion sprays. They're shimmer sprays. So the way I store my sprays, I store them by color family, and then I store them and I use them laying flat, keeping them like this. So I have a bin, so I'm going to bring it in here, of all the ink sprays. So I keep all the color families in one bin. I've got several. So I like keep the warms and the cools and then the neutrals in one bin. That way it doesn't get all mixed up. I'm not sure why my London blues aren't in here. Well, I'll just put it right there. So anyway, so that's how I'm gonna. That's how I store it. And so what I do, because the shimmer spray the shimmer powder or the mica powder, whatever is in here, it would settle. I don't shake it up and down. I do this with my hand and I just roll it across the table, because I don't want the spray to get stuck in the nozzle. It's a good idea, and to have gloves, you're going to need some water. You're going to definitely need some paper towel. And I'm using my glass mat because I'm going to try to use this area, and it's going to get messy. So usually I do this in my other side of my craft room on my other table, but this is where the camera is. So I'm going to try to keep it a little more contained so the spray doesn't spray everywhere. But I'm going to take a piece of paper toweling off, because I need to make sure I wipe the nozzles down as I go. So what I try to do is line up the colors to darkest to lightest when I use them. So this is the lightest, and then that's the darkest. So the first color that I'm using is called Pure Sunshine. And this is my, I'm sorry, before I start that, I'm getting excited. This is the 4x6 photo paper. I've got 3 sets, so you could get more, but I'm going to try to keep it to 3. And it's very, I'm going to be telling you, it's very addictive. Very, very addictive doing this. I ended up using, the first time I did it, I ended up using 100 of the 4x6. The packet came with 100 photo paper, and I used all of it. So what you're going to do is you're just going to lay down some spray, just however much. And I try to be, this is expensive, so I try to wipe it as you go. Just keep clean the nozzle. And then this is my last color. It's I'm sorry, that second color was Tangerine Dream, and then this one I think is Funky Fuchsia. And then I'm looking, so then I just use my water, and I take my, so I have my, I'm using the glossy side, and then I'm just going to lay, and I need to get my spatula. just going to lay it in the, I'm wondering where did my spatula? I need just something to lift it up. In the pool puddle that I made. I'm sorry, you can't really see that. Let me see if I can move it over. There we go. In this puddle. And I don't let it sit too long. I just lift it up to see what you're going to get. If you like the results, you're good to go. So what you can do is, I usually like to have a roll where it's pooling. You can move it over to the side, and I just run the paper towel over, and it's going to dry pretty fast. I just take my paper towel in and just run it over the wet surface. And then I just move this off to the side. So I'm going to do a one more, and that's the result. It's kind of wet, but isn't that lovely? So I'm going to, with the remainder, you could add more water if you would like, just to activate it again, and then you're going to do your second pull. And then let's bring it a little bit further over. No? And then you can just let it set for a second or two, or however long you want. Again, you're going to get your hands dirty. It's no big. And that's why you want something to pick it up, because it does stick to your glass mat. And I kind of like the white space, so I tend to leave it. And then bring it over here. And then I'll just, again, take a rolled up paper towel and just roll it across the... Now, so as you can see, you're going to get a ton of variations, a ton of color. And then I just lay it to the side. Whoops. And I'll take this and just kind of police this up, because I want to keep this side of my work surface fairly clean. Okay, so then I've got one more. So I did 3. So this is my last one. So again, I'm using the glossy side. This is the matte side. So when I prep my photo paper, I always turn it upside down so that when I grab it, I can grab this one. So you can add more water. And then because the ink is kind of everywhere, I'm just going to take my paper and just swirl it around. And then I'll just leave it there for a minute. I don't leave it long. You can leave it for a couple of minutes. The more you leave it there, the more color it's going to soak up, but you don't have to. Just a few minutes, because I'm impatient. Now, you can hit it with a heat tool after, but if you're doing like a lot, like I did, like I did 100 of these with varying results. So look at that one. So now you've got, and I see that gold is pooling on the edge, so you can even spray this with a little bit of water to get that gold to run and stop some of that pooling. So it looks like a veining. And then you can come back through with your paper towel and kind of soak up the excess. And I just gently roll it over the top. I'm not applying any pressure other than trying to soak up some of that and try to get that ink spread around. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm off camera. So there we go. And then that is that. And you get some beautiful results. So there, look at that. It's going to be gorgeous. So let me do another color combination. So I'm using baby wipes to clean up my area. So I just want to police up this. Because, and you can get some interesting colors. What you don't want to do is you don't want to mix your colors up to get mud. So that's why I keep them separate. I don't have any other ink sprays other than this from Ranger's, Dylusions from Ranger. I don't have any of the Ranger inks, the mica stains or mica sprays that they have. So this is, but I'm using what I have in my stash. And for the longest time, I didn't know what to do with this, with these ink sprays. But it makes fabulous backgrounds. So I've got a new piece, so I can roll it to the next color combination. I'm going to dry my surface a little, my glass surface. And then, so that was the three, I'm assuming these are the, I can't remember if these are the warm colors, because I'm going to use the cool colors next. So that was Pure Sunshine, Tangerine Dream, and Funky Fuchsia. And I'm going to put that back in its color family, back where it belongs, because that's where it lives. Then I'm going to bring out a couple of my favorite colors. This is kind of like the sea foamy seagrass colors. So I'm using Pure Lime. I am using Vibrant Turquoise. And then my next color combination is Calypso Teal. So again, I'm going to go arrange it from the lightest to the darkest, and that's how I'm going to pull my colors. So I'm going to put that up there. So again, before I start, I'm just going to give it a hit with this. Again, I'm not shaking it up and down like this. I'm not doing that. I am just trying to get that stain, the shimmer powder at the bottom, to get to evenly distributed in the spray, and I don't want to clog my spray. I just let you know, I have clogged the sprays before. It's not pretty. I'll leave a link to where I got these on Amazon, because I did purchase these from Amazon. These are pretty cool. It's a pretty clever technique. Oh, you can do so much with this. Sorry, my camera's going in and out. Okay, so now I'm ready. So I got another set. So I got a set of 3. And then you can see where you can continue to just pull more color down. If you don't like some color, another color, you can put down more color. So I'm going to try to do it over here so you guys can see it. Okay, now my spray bottle is clogged. So let's see if we can unclog it. So I'm just trying to unclog the bottle and not waste anything. So you get to see that action, and hopefully, whoop, yeah, there you go. Hopefully it'll unclog itself. Nope. Okay, well, I will put this one aside and work on it. But I still got enough green down here. Just gonna activate that, and then hopefully this won't have an issue. So there's my teal, and I did about 3 sprays of that. Put that out the way. And then here's my last color. That was the Vibrant Turquoise, and this is the Calypso. And then I did about 3 of those. So I'm going to lay down some more water. And then I'm just going to see what I get. So I'm going to add my, if you do a lot, like I got smart, and then I could lay down 2. And I could do 2 at a time and see what I get. So we're going to let that sit. And if I didn't like the color, or if I wanted more of another color, then that's why I say your hand will get inky. It'll just wash off. And I usually have my spatula, but I don't know what I did with it. I must have put it up so I can lift it off this thing. Oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, look at that. And if you don't want that white showing and you want a full coverage, just drop it in there. Sorry, I'm going to try to bring it in. And then I'm going to roll it. I'm going to do it kind of off to the side. So I'm going to roll it so I can soak up some of the excess off the top. But that's the result. Isn't that darling? Kind of reminds me of the water. And if you want to hit it with some water, you can. And see if you can get some more reaction. And then I'm going to run it through since I hit it with that water. And you can also, and I'll do the next pull, I will also put water on the surface. So that's what you get. Isn't that gorgeous? So lay that aside. And then I'm going to pick up this next one and see what you get. Oh, look at that one. So I'm going to put it back down again. Oh, I got stuff all over my hands. I didn't grab any gloves because I don't have any more gloves. Because can you imagine? Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty nice. Now I got some pulling right here, like it's on the sides right here. So I'm going to hit it with some water and see if I can get stuff to run and run over the edge. So now I got some movement of that color. I don't know if you could see that color, that water dripping that color down. And then to keep it from looking streaky, I'm going to roll it with the paper towel to kind of get some of the excess up. Now you could certainly blot it, and blotting it could give you a different result, but I just like to roll it. So you can see it over here. Okay, so this is my result. So that is very greeny, that's a deep green right in that color. So it picks up the colors. This is going to be my little pulls here. And if you wanted to add some more color, a good time, you can just add a little more intense color. If you wanted to kind of, since I don't have that teal working, you can also wet this too, wet the card, and then just press it in there. So let me bring it back over. Do it that way. And then I spent one rainy afternoon playing with this. And then now you got a little bit of the green, that little ghost color of a green right there, because I don't know if it shows up in the camera, but it's green there. And then I will hit it again because I can see some of that color. I don't want it to pull because this is a hot mess. Okay. And then I'll go through, back up, and I'll go through and do this so you can see that. And then I can, before you got to try to blot it before it starts drying, because it dries pretty quick on this photo paper. So it's kind of set, so that's really nice. Don't have, I could try to get like a faint pull with this one. Kind of get like a faint color. And I'm not letting it sit too much in one spot. I'm just trying to lift up what's left on my mat. So kind of making an ocean theme. This is really nice. Oh, I like that. Oh my God, I think this is my favorite pool. And then that's what you can do. So you're not wasting that ink. I'm not wasting the ink there. And that looks very oceany to me. Let me grab. So you can go from your first pull, which would be the most intense, to your second, third, fourth pull, just with what's left on the, and you really have to kind of work fast with this photo paper, and then it's going to dry pretty quick. And then that to me is like an oceany scene. Oh my God, that would be great. Okay. So that's how you create how I created the backgrounds and how you would create the backgrounds. And at this point, the sky's the limit. You can have so much fun. So I'm going to pause and clean up my work surface and then come back. So I'm back, and I cleaned up my hands. They're no longer inky, just a little bit of ink. And I wanted to show you some other color combinations, just real brief. So this one is the Rose Quartz Crushed Grape and some white Dylusion spray. So as you can see, I did a lot of these. I'm just going to show you a few. With the color variant, you get so many wonderful colors. And when they dry, like, you know, that's the last of the pull. This is the first of the pull of the color. So you get so many, and this was all the stuff that was on the mat, glass mat. So that was pretty cool. There's some other sprays that I have, that I used in combination, like Pulse Box Red, Tangerine Dream, and Pure Sunshine. So you can get another. You just swap out one of the colors of your three, and then you get all these other wonderful color combinations. So again, I had a fantastic time doing this. So that's the Pulse Box Red. Pulse Box Red, Tangerine Dreams, and Pure Sunshine. And those were the pulls that you get. Looks like this is my favorite. These on its own, just know that right there would make a great background for whatever. And then as you can see, those color combinations come out really darling. And then lastly, this is the last thing I'm going to show you, because while I was off camera, I went ahead and did the cutting and die cutting, so you didn't have to I wouldn't have to make this a long video. So all I did was just, as I was picking my color combinations, I kind of wrote them down so that if I wanted to come back and recreate these color combinations, I'd at least have an idea of what I used to approximate what was going on. Okay, so this one is, again, the Dylusions Shimmer Sprays. This is Periwinkle, London Blue, White, and Black. So I used all of those kind of color combinations to make these. So these are really pretty too. You can see some of the black and the white. And then the lighter the color got, as I got to the end of the pulls. So, you know, this could be a nice, whoops, I'm sorry. It could be a nice inky, that could be a nice sea background, because it's more in the, you know, just for, my idea was, and what I want to do is take one of these and make a shaker card, because I think these are fantastic backgrounds and shaker cards as well. And I love making shaker cards, so that's what I envision in the future with some of these. But I've used these to die cut words. You can die cut images, which is what I did here. I die cut the balloons from the purple family that I had. I don't think I had that one. So this was part of my stash. Then these balloons, while I was die cutting and I had it out, I just did a lot of them. And then I just did these light colors. So I'm sorry you can't see that. So I can bring this down a little. Let's just bring this down. There you go. So let me tilt it a little. So that's a real subtle color. As a matter of fact, I think I have some black and white. I might be trying to make a moon with a circle die would make a moonscape, so that'd be pretty too. Especially with the lighter pulls, because that kind of reminds me of a lunar. There you go. Okay. Okay. That's me talking. That's enough talking. So I went ahead, and so I had my prepared card base already. I went and did my matte for the black, and then I'm going to do that on the top. Now the idea that I had is to lay down some balloons, that if these colors don't look good, that's fine. I don't have to use the balloons because I have the stickers. But I was just thinking of laying some balloons down. I don't think I got a small one. I do have a small one of this one. And then I can take the happy birthday and run a banner. And I'm plain. I don't even know. Whoa, whoop, whoop, that stuck down. I didn't want that to stick down. Because it already has some glue on there. So something like that maybe. Like, oh, like right in here. Okay. So I'm just laying things out. Just testing it. It already has that glue on there. So, happy birthday maybe. Like the birthday at the bottom. I'll play. Let me lay down my base first, and then I can play with the colors. These may not be this purple may not be the best color combination. I'm not sure if it's fighting against whatever, but you never know. This might be a better. But then to me that gets lost in the sauce, so that's not good. Not sure. I do like the purple. Okay, so let's do. So again, what I had in my head sometimes doesn't execute like it's supposed to, but you never know. You got to try it. That's why you play with stuff that you have in your stash. So I'm just going to lay this down. So I'm going to just go ahead and get this matted up. Oh, Lord. Like, that would be even pretty, you know, even if I didn't use what I had. But that's not what I had in my head. So, and I'm still committed to using this color. So let's get that down. And I'm using my favorite liquid glue. And even if I don't use these balloons that I've cut out, guess what? They'll go on another project. And it might just be too much. So I'm just going to make sure, oh my God, I'm just going to make sure I got that in there. I'll try to get an even border all the way around. Make sure it's pretty good. There we go. Okay, so this is my card. So if I don't use the balloons, then I could go here. And I'm just, again, just playing. And I didn't stick that down. I've never done that before. I've never done a card like this before. So that's happy birthday. Does this get lost in the sauce? Well, maybe I'm committed now. So now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna put in here. Purple doesn't look bad. And then that doesn't get lost behind the purple. And then this little baby balloon up here at the top, like floating away. Okay. That baby balloon doesn't look good, but I have this baby balloon. Okay, maybe that. Maybe that. I'm trying to see if it gets lost. Then I have the flag. should come back up. I didn't press that down. Should have the flag. Again, I'm just, you know what? It may not be my favorite one. Maybe this one. But I do like the idea of having the happy birthday on a diagonal. But it's just the colors. Okay, I'm overthinking. I think I got it. I think I'm going to leave it. I think maybe, I still like that purple the way it pops out. It's not the right one. I like that purple. It's bold. It's different. And if I do the flag like that, that should work. So if I use this one on the other side, so like that, maybe like that. There we go. I think I got it. I think I got it. I think I got it now. And then just put that tag in front. Like that. Okay. I'm going to go with it. May not be my best card. And this could be may not be a fail. You could just be testing. I don't know if I like I love the purple. I'm just not gonna lie. Maybe could have thought this background better, and that's why that's not working for me. I could have used a lighter purple maybe, and I think I would have been okay. But you know, you never know. You gotta do it. Just have to do it and see. And I need to get you back underneath there. Come on. Before that, there we go. Before that dries up. And then stick you underneath here. Not too bad. I'm not going to complain. There we go. I think that's good. So happy birthday banner. And then I'll put this in straight. So I'll have 3 elements. Hey, I made a card. May not be my best card ever, compositionally speaking, but it is intriguing. So, yeah, that's how I did it. That's the thought process. Sometimes it's easier just to show you your thought process when you're creating. I kind of want to, if I can get this happy birthday up, I kind of want it to go like this. There we go. That's better. There we go. Now you can kind of read it straight on. Well, hallelujah. It did it. So that's my happy birthday card. Using some stuff that I had in my stash that I already made up. So, and some Dollar Tree items that I found, which just what, as we say at work, churches it up. You can put, what I think I'm going to do is put some sparkly bits right here and right here to fill up these corners. And I think that's what I'm going to do next. Let me go grab something, and before I finish up, you can see me finish this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is use my liquid pearl. So I'm just going to, and I'm going to use the purple to kind of bring tie that purple in. I don't use this very often, so, and then I'm going to go in the corner. Let's put this way. Okay. Just some tiny dots. I haven't used this in forever. I'm amazed I still know how to do it. And then I'm going to just take the card base and be very careful and just thump that, get those drops to kind of settle. So I got 3 here and 3 there in a triangle. I really wanted it up here, but that's where I stuck them. So I'm going to put this off to the side, not to touch it, so let these drops settle in, and then we're good to go. So now I'm all the way done. If you like what you see, if you like what I'm doing, just please like, subscribe, comment, and I am very happy that you spent some time with me today and very appreciative. So take care, and I'll see you next time.